So many people are wondering on how to twist your arm 360 just like this. But first, I have a couple notes for you guys. The first one is that we're all different and that we all start at different levels. When it comes to the arm, some people are flexible, some may not be. So when you're twisting your arm for the first time, you might not do it 360, but rather 180. And that's okay. I mean, you just need more practice. And no, you don't have to be double jointed for this actually. And here's why, because I'm not even double jointed. In fact, I can't even do that one jump rope thing, you know, where they can just go like this, and then the arm kind of circles around. See on how I can't make that around like this? Man, yeah, that one, nah. And second of all, I recommend doing it like on the floor. That's so that you can just kneel down and then doing it without a problem. It works the same way for grass sidewalk. I mean, because you're most likely going to kneel down also. So any surface that requires that, I highly recommend. But when it comes to like a table or desk, chair, counter, then that might be a bit tricky because, well, I'll show you guys that in just a minute. So here we go. So let's just say that you want to twist your arm on the desk, on the counter, or on the table, besides the floor, the grass, the sidewalk, or whatever. Well, your arm length and your height plays in a role. And here's why. I'll show you guys that in just a minute. Take this table, for example. So the essential step of twisting your arm is making your arm perpendicular to the surface. This is really important if you want to twist your arm 360. Otherwise, you might just get it 180. This table is actually pretty good. You see, I'm actually tall enough for this to make it so it's perpendicular. So if you look, oh hey, that's just right. But let me show you the other one. It seems like I'm tall enough, right? Cause, but is it really when it comes to twisting your arm? Well, if I go close up to it, notice on how it's not perpendicular, it's giving this curve right here. If I scoot back, then that's technically not perpendicular because my arm is technically in the angle, but like that way. So you really need to make it perpendicular, and here's why. Notice of how I'm struggling right here. Like, I can only do it a little bit more 180. I mean, I could, like, well, I made myself perpendicular, but that's only because I used my toes to kind of go a little taller. But hey, who wants to do that? So be sure to twist your arm on a comfortable surface. There's the reason why I recommend the floor. It's so because you can just kneel down and twist it without a problem. But when you choose a desk or anything besides like some floor or grass or whatever, then make sure it's an appropriate one or it's in the appropriate height for you. Anyway, let's get started. So what's the first step when it comes to placing it on the floor? Yep, that's right. You have to make it perpendicular to the surface. Oh, and once you do that, be sure to apply force or weight to your surface as well. You don't want like that light, otherwise you can't really twist it that much. So apply weight. Again, you don't have to like push way too hard for this. Alright, so once you do that, use the other hand. Oh, and by the way, it doesn't matter which arm you use to place on the floor, but if you're using your right arm to place on the floor, then you must twist it that way, or clockwise, I should say. So like right here, and then right here. The reason why you can't do it counterclockwise is because your head is in the way. See on how it's kind of, I can't really do that. So, you know, you can do it your left, you just gotta do it counterclockwise. So make sure you know that. But, I mean, for me, the right arm is definitely a lot flexible than my left one. Okay, so back to the steps. So, because I'm using my right arm, I have to twist it clockwise. And use your other hand to push. So like this. And then keep doing it. Keep applying weight down to the ground. Again, you don't have to do it way too hard. Just find the balance of force. Alright? And then go ahead and bend your arm to show people on how disgusting this is. And then now you can just twist it back. Thanks for watching this video. You can like this video and leave the comment below if you have any questions. So yeah, goodbye folks.